I just came from an empty lot in town, one of the flood properties, and it was very trashy. I found one wheat penny there. I didn't take any video there, but I just got permission on this house. It's not real old, but it's at least from the mining days, So the owner just gave me permission, so there's a little bit of a yard on the side over there and a little bit right here. So hopefully might be old enough for some mercs or something, something silver. But we'll get back to you if we find something on the first dig. All right, first good target. I dug a modern quarter on this side and a little bit of trash, but first good target. I actually looked at it already. It's going to be an Indian. Just threw it back down in the hole, but you can see the Indian there. It looks like it's 1900s, 1906 maybe. So pretty close to the end there. But not bad. All right, we're gonna keep going. It's the first really nice old coin of the day, so keep going and see what else is here. All right, I was chasing a rather choppy signal. I'm so glad that I went after this. That is some kind of a tag, but it says Reunion, United Confederate Veterans, Louisville, 1900, looks like a 6 or a 5. I'll get it cleaned up a little bit better, but that is a really cool find. Boy, I'm not even, sorry about the traffic noise. Yeah, it looks like 05 maybe. I don't know if there's anything on the back. I'll get the back cleaned up. This was in the hole with it. I think it's just a rivet or something, or a grommet of some kind, but real happy with that. That is awesome. Nice piece of history there. And I'm in Pennsylvania, so seems kind of out of place for being up this far north, but man, you never know how things get where they get. But all right, we're gonna continue, see what else we pop up here. That's awesome. See you on the next. Hey guys, what's up? Being a little bit quiet because there's some guys working here. I finished up that house that I was on before where I found that cool Confederate thing. Just got onto this. Looks like an earlier 1900s or early 1800s house. My very, very first signal. I got silver in the hole and it looks, oh, it's an SLQ, man. Look at that. It's got a date on it too, I think 1918. But like I said, there's some workers here. I don't really want to be putting out there what I'm doing, so I'll show you this on the wrap. All right, guys, again, same deal. I'm gonna be quiet. There's some workers right over there, but pretty sure I got another silver. Looks like a dime, definitely. I'm not really gonna clean it to Merc, so I'll show you that when I do the wrap up. But I've gotten probably about 5 or 6 wheat pennies already, plus that SLQ. So turned out to be a great little yard. Well, actually it's kind of big, but you can see the stone foundation on the house, so I know that it's pretty old. But all right, we'll see you on the next find. All right, still here. Found that dime a little while ago. I found a few more wheat pennies, but I just found this cool little pin or brooch. Might not be all there, but you can still see there's at least 2 red stones in there, so that's pretty cool. So we'll get that cleaned up, see if we can identify it later. But all right, I also just talked to the lady, and I'm not going to have time to finish this today, and she welcomed me to come back tomorrow. So I'll get as far as I can until I lose the light, and then be able to pop back up tomorrow and finish up. So all right, we'll see you on the next. All right, guys, still at it. Got another silver. Looks like it's going to be a Merc. Sorry about that. And see if I can get a date on this one. This is going to be 1927. Oh, nice earlier one. Sorry about the noise. Some kids driving up and down the road on quads, but all right, 2 Mercs today and that SLQ. Not a bad day at all. I still have a little bit of light left, so hopefully there's more. And if not, I'll be able to come back up tomorrow. But all right, see you on the next. All right, still going at this old house here. Turned out to be a great little yard, man. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a silver ring. At first, I thought it was like a washer or something, but it's cleaning up really nice. Yeah, that's going to be silver or gold. I don't know. Hold on a minute. Let me clean this up, take a look at it. All right, turns out it's actually a gold ring. It's small, but I might not be able to do this out in the field. But maybe you can see inside there, there's some marks. I got 14K, you might be able to see it. So that's awesome. Silver and gold, baby. All right, we're gonna keep going. Again, I almost didn't dig this signal. Out in the front out here is a lot of roofing nails and stuff. So there's like aluminum nails from the I guess that when they did some of that flashing up there. But all right, we're gonna keep going. See you on the next. Hey guys, back up here at this house. Yesterday I was here and got all that stuff, and I came back up. I've been here about a half an hour or so. I tried out in that field a little bit, a lot of trash in there, and I'm just kind of going in different directions up here to see if I missed anything. I did pick up another maybe 1 or 2 wheat pennies since I've been here, but only thing of any interest right now is I just dug this signal, and it was pretty deep, but it's going to be a bag seal or a bale seal, and it looks like there's some wording on it there. Looks like a number 5. Still got part of the wire attached to it there, so that's kind of a cool find. But we'll get it cleaned up and see what that says if we can, and we'll add it to the other stuff. And I'm gonna stay here probably, I don't know, I got maybe about another hour of light, so I'm gonna probably just stay here, just double check everything, go over it, and call it good. But still finding stuff. All right, we'll see you on the next or on the wrap. All right, it's been a little while since I found the bale seal. I was up in the yard there, but I just come across over into this empty lot. Like I said, there was a lot of trash over here, but I just kind of making my way back to the car and got an interesting relic here. This is another type of metal of some sorts there. I can't see much. I can see on the top it says Washington and April 1922. So that's right in line with some of the coins that I've been finding here. I'm not sure. Is that, say, maybe on the right side there, ophthalmology? I don't know. But it's some kind of neat metal. I don't know. I'll get it cleaned up. And it looks like I should be able to make out the writing on there and see if I can maybe research it, see what it is. But, all right, we'll see you on the wrap. Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to do the wrap up on the 2 hunts that I did this past week. As you saw from the clips, did find a few cool things. I think the coolest thing that I found was that Confederate Veterans Reunion tag, and I have some more information on that, so I'll share that with you at the end of this. But to get to just the stuff out of the first yard, I got some modern trash, I got some clad there. Nothing really big. I did get this little pendant, probably a little costume jewelry thing there. Little glass stone or something in there. I got 3 wheat pennies, and I did get 1 Indian, and it's a 1908. So it was the last full year of production. In 1909, they changed over. You have some 1909 Indian head pennies and then 1909 Lincoln pennies. But so this would have been from the last full year that they ran them. It's an average worn shape. I also found this is actually, it's very heavy. It's like a cast, it looks like it's the leg of like a cast iron horse or something. It's got some weight to it. It's not lead, it's too hard. But as you can see, I got it with my shovel there trying to figure out what it was. But that was also in that front yard of that first house there. I didn't get to do the other side of the house. I was talking to the homeowner a little bit, and he said his wife likes to garden back there, so they didn't want me to go do anything else on the side of the yard, which was fine. I mean, I ended up getting on another great house that same day, which you saw the clips of. I'll do the wrap up on that stuff, but I wanted to talk a little bit about this Confederate medal. As you can see, I cleaned it up a little bit. It says Reunion, United Confederate Veterans, Louisville, Kentucky, 1905. Now, from the information that I can find out, this was from an annual meeting of the United Confederate Veterans. They would meet in different cities and have, reunions of the Confederate soldiers, the actual men who fought in the war. Now, I found out some information on the United Confederate Veterans. They were formed on June 10th of 1889 by veterans of the war. They wanted to have a non-military, social, educational, and historical organization for the veterans to keep in touch and to get out and meet, and they were concerned with the welfare of their members. It wasn't easy being a Confederate veteran in the South after the war, as you can imagine. Most of their homeland was, torn up, and they had to rebuild, and there was a lot of prejudices back in the, in those days in the country against especially Southern Confederate veterans. There was a lot of pressure against any kind of formation of any kind of, soldiers groups. They would, as soon as somebody tried to form some kind of an organization, the panic would be out that the Confederacy is trying to rise again. So, it was quite difficult for them. But they did end up forming this first group of United Confederate Veterans. There was other organizations afterwards. After these soldiers got old and died, there was sons of Confederate veterans, daughters of Confederate veterans, mostly related children of those people. But at its height, the membership approached 160,000 soldiers, which was about 25% of all the soldiers that survived the war in the South. So what I found pretty amazing was that this was found in Northeast PA. I'm not sure if this was something that only the veteran could wear, or if it was a souvenir that, anybody that attended the event could purchase as a souvenir. I'm not sure, but I'd like to think that wherever this came from, person in Pennsylvania, acquired it and then moved up here, and it ended up in this yard, which is pretty amazing. Never thought I'd find a piece of Confederate history, here in Northeast PA. The closest battlefield to me is Gettysburg, so you don't really find a lot of Civil War related items. And of course, this would be from after the war. However, it's directly related to the Civil War. So I just thought that was an amazing piece of history to find. This is probably one of my favorite top 5 finds that I've ever made, just because of the history behind it. I'll throw up, I have a few pictures of some old reunions. They're not necessarily the one from that this medal is from. They're not necessarily from the Louisville, Kentucky one. And I also have a picture of a medal. It looks almost exactly, if not identical to this. It's a little bit younger. It's from the early 1900s, but it's the exact same design. So I have a picture of what that would have looked like. And I'll throw that up now. And then I'll get back to you and we'll go over the stuff that I found at the second permission that I was on. Okay, so that was a neat piece of history. This is going to be the second place that I got on this week. I was able to go there for 2 different trips. I spent most of the time on the first day, and I went back and went over some areas that I did. Real nice lady, and I got super lucky. That lady that owns the house actually lives in Arizona, and I've passed that house before, never stopped, decided to stop, and she just happened to be in because she had to get some work done on the house. As a matter of fact, in those first 2 clips, I had to talk really low because there were some workers there and they were taking a furnace out. And, I didn't want to advertise what I was doing or, what I was finding. So I just kind of was quiet and did that. And the lady actually left and gave me permission to come back the next day. So that was pretty awesome. But anyway, as far as that 2-day hunt went, I got some of the miscellaneous stuff, an old Matchbox car or whatever that might be. Oh, it's a Hot Wheels. Some kind of little, I'm not sure if that was a car or a drag racer or something, but no big deal. Got a key, little brass, I don't know if that's like some kind of little shut-off thing for a barrel or something like that. A couple of bullet casings, the obvious shotgun head stamp. I did get some modern clad, a couple of zinc pennies there. We got about 7 regular copper pennies, a nickel, a quarter, and a dime. I did get a little array of different types of buttons. Nothing really great like a flat button or anything. Just some small snap buttons. I'm not sure what this was. It's kind of heavy. Not like lead heavy, but it's got some weight to it. And as you can see from the backing, I think it was like an iron back on it. And it's pretty much falling apart. But, it's a find. Couple other miscellaneous ones. This one here was probably an iron back button. It's got 4 holes in it, but when you flip it over, all rust. So that was a couple of those finds. In the one clip, you saw these couple of things here. I'll start with this. This is like a little pin brooch or little costume jewelry piece. As you can see, it still has some of the red stones in it. Probably red stones all the way around. And it had a pin backing, if you can see here and there. But neat little piece of probably period costume jewelry. You saw me find this bag seal in one of the later clips. Now, I know that says 5 on it. I'm not sure. I can't really make out what the rest of that is. And there's some writing on the other side there, too. It's just hard to make out. These things are made out of lead and survived in the ground, but it also has some pieces of the wire that it was made to seal there. So that was pretty cool. Now I did get another metal type or a badge. It's probably, again, something like a souvenir or something. It's, of all things, it's from an ophthalmology gathering. I did do a little electrolysis on this to clean it up. It's pretty far gone, but you can make out all the words on it. So on the top, if it'll focus, across this front banner right in here, it says Washington, and it says April 1922. It's right on that corner there. And then around the side, starting from here and going all the way around the bottom and up the top, it says an International Congress of Ophthalmology. So this must be commemorating some kind of, national meeting or association or something. There's nothing on the back except there was probably the name of the company that made it. Now, it's really hard. I don't think it's going to catch up on camera. But I was able to make out the words Newark, New Jersey on the back. Newark, NJ. Excuse me. So it was made by some company in New Jersey for this conference. But neat little find. I love finding stuff like that. It doesn't beat the Confederate medal there, but neat little piece of history. As far as the old coins, I dug up 20 wheat pennies. Now, they're all mostly common dates. Nothing special about any of them. The oldest one is this one. It's a 1925. The rest of them are all later than that. And I only did electrolysis on the ones that were so far gone I couldn't see the dates. On the rest of them, I just kind of toothpicked and was able to see the dates, make sure I didn't have anything rare or valuable there. So these are just common run-of-the-mill wheat pennies. As far as the silver coins, you saw clips of those. I ended up with 2 mercury dimes. Not in too bad a shape. I mean, you can still read them. One was a 1917, and the other one is a 1927. But the coin find of the day was this SLQ. It's a standing Liberty quarter. It's a 1918 with an S mint mark. It's hard to see, but right there next to that bottom star, right on the right of it, is an S. Now, I know the light is kind of, let's see if we can zoom up. Yeah, there you can see that. 1918 S. And funny thing about these coins is that usually when you find them, the dates are pretty much rubbed off and they're gone. That's the high point of the coin, and they rub off like that. But that is only the 3rd standing Liberty quarter I've ever found. Last year I didn't find any, and the year before that I found 2. So happy to get that. And I did get a nice piece of jewelry. It's very small. Doesn't even fit on my pinky, but it is 14 karat gold. Let's see if we can get, kind of hard to do with only using one hand, but you should be able to see the 14K in there, and I guess that's the name of the maker. I thought it was silver at first, because if you look around the outside edge, that might be silver inlaid over gold. I'm not sure, or it could be white gold. But it's definitely 14 karat gold ring. So that's the first gold ring I found in a while. I have found them before, all small ones, nothing real fancy, but it was giving me a weird signal, and I almost didn't dig it because it was beeping between high and then a low number, high and a low number. And usually that's junk on my machine. But that high number was throwing me. It was going up into the 80s on the Ace 400, and then it would drop down into, like, I don't know, into the 60s somewhere. So usually that's like a piece of trash. But curiosity got me, and I decided to dig it anyway. I've been starting to get into the habit of digging real iffy signals just because. But so that was the 2 places I got to hunt over the last week or so. It's getting nicer now, and hoping to be able to get out a lot more. Still talking with Chris from Detecting Any PA. We're supposed to try to get out again soon, so looking forward to that. Stay tuned for a video there. But all right, that's the summary of the hunts. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you like the video, please hit that subscribe button. I don't make any money. I don't have the channel monetized or anything, but I love getting that support and interacting. Leave a comment, good, bad, indifferent. I don't care. I love the interactions with people, and even use this to meet other people that do this. So, all right, take care. Those of you out there doing this, be safe. Good luck, and we'll see you on the next video.